All right, here is the video review for Generation Select's Super Megatron. I finally got him. Very cool, very nice upgrade to the old Titans Return Galvatron mold, which that is what he is. Here he is a space jet mode, and you can do some tweaking to this. I folded up his treads. There's little treads under here that are mostly for tank mode, but are also here in jet mode. But there's no other support for his jet mode unless you flip these around. I guess maybe you could. You flip his whole waist around. But this is how he came packaged. So he kind of tilts a little bit. But if you want to fold these down, I don't know why you would do that. But if you want to kind of angle these back, give them a little bit more streamlined look, or fold them straight back, you can do that. But that's about it in jet mode. He's just kind of there. Then you can pop this whole piece off. Open it up. We're going to go to tank mode first, and then we'll do all the various robot modes. But fold this around to the side, open this up like this, flip the tank turret up here, although it can be a little difficult to get started. Might want to get a little prying tool to pop it up a little bit if you can. If you can't get your fingernail underneath it. But a little turret like that. And that'll go on the top of the tank mode here. And then it's just a matter of folding this up and around like this up and around like this. Just want to get those out of the way because you want to rotate this piece around here like that. So you got the tank treads down there at the bottom. And then these kind of actually come around and out. And then there's a little tab here on the arm that's going to plug into the back of the kneecap here. So you bring this out like this, like that, fold this up like that. And then again, bring this leg out here like this and tab it on like that. And then you can fold these back or forward, whichever one you feel like makes sense. Treads are down, and then you take the turret and you plug it in right up here. This little gray peg into here. And then he's got a little rotating turret. And it's not 100% perfect tank. It's a little iffy, but it is there. And again, like I said, you can have these sticking back. If you want to fold them forward, just make his tank a little bit more compact, you can. But there is his Super Megatron tank mode. And you can rotate this here. You can angle this up a little bit, but the whole turret can rotate. Let me go ahead and pop this off again. Go ahead and fold this. For now, we'll fold this back up into here. Fold that closed. Fold this back like that. We'll set that off to the side. And we'll turn him into a robot. And it's not that hard. Bring his legs down like that. Leg down like that. Snap it into place. Fold his foot down. And then these the tread pieces fold in and actually fill in the legs, which is nice. Click into place and make sure the legs aren't hollow. Fold the treads down here. You fold the treads down here and then bring this whole piece down, rotate it around, flip up his head, and then fold it back in. And then bring his arms down, like that. Flip his fists out. Fist ratchet out. Fold these up here like this, and out to the side. And then plug his turret on. It plugs in onto the peg here on the side of his arm, not into his forearm. Well, you can have him hold it as a gun. But there is the basic Super Megatron. Here, all powered up. And again, if you don't like the way these look, you can fold them back. If you'd rather have them just sit on his back, you can fold them up like that. You can display him however you wish. Real quick, here he is next to his... the mold mate, there's the Megatron. You can see the legs are essentially down here unchanged from the waist down. He's pretty much the same figure aside from the treads. You don't have those cool... actually, no, he did have some flaps that fold in, but he's got treads, so those are remolded. But the legs, you can see the same shapes and paint, at least on the red knee parts. But the same basic shape below hand. Even the forearms, the arms look the same, aside from like the bicep pieces look different. But obviously the chest is all remolded and all this other stuff up here. And for his arrival, here he is with the Generation Select Star Convoy. A little shorter. I wish they would have found a way to make these two match a little bit more in size. But, you know, still cool. And then, like I said, you can fold these up out like that. And if you want to make him super duper Megatron, you can take this out like that. And then fold this up. Oh, my dog has decided to get some water. Are you thirsty? We'll pause this. All right, so real quick, I'm recording this after I shot this video review. In the middle there, I stopped it. I've just stopped because my dog is drinking water. Before I went out to shoot this video review, I went to my room to the computer room to grab some comparison figures, and realized after I had shot the entire video review that in my excitement I had forgotten to plug the mic back into the camera. So the audio is off on this one. I am 5 videos through the 17 I currently have on my docket, so I'm just going to kind of let this one go. I'm still learning with this new mic. I apologize if the audio is bad here on out, but I promise you I figured out the problem, and we will have that fixed for all the remaining videos you see coming up over the next, 17 videos, probably the next couple of weeks. Thanks for watching. Back to Super Megatron. Alrighty, she has finished drinking. So we take this, and then again, open this back up, and you want to pop this out. And again, you can push it. It is exposed over here. You can push it from the other side, or pop it out like this. Although if you're able to flip it up, it is way easier to just kind of flip it up and pull it out. But then this attaches, and then you fold this down, and this attaches onto his arm here, or the same peg hole, and kind of makes a truncated barrel there. And then this piece plugs in on his shoulder. Oh, come here. There we go, like that. And then his head, you can pull this out, rotate this around for the different chest plate. It's a little bulkier. You can see the detail there. It's kind of a smooth, basic chest plate there. And then rotate it around. It's got a little bigger Decepticon symbol, some different detailing there on the chest plate. And then his head, you can pop up out of the helmet here. And there's 2 different pieces to roll around. If you just want to change his forehead, and personally I like the other forehead, like his face and his forehead are 2 different rotational joints. It can be a little tricky to get it done because there's not a lot of room here in the helmet. But you can get the... rotate the forehead piece around to give him a little red head crest, head diamond there, and fold that in. And there and the wings come. The wings are supposed to come out and sit along the side, kind of like this. Is how they have you doing it, and that's a pretty cool Super Megatron. There's a little nub here that you can ignore or trim off here on the inner wing, and you can actually rotate these up to sit a little bit more like where they do on the more traditional Super Megatron art, and that's the way I like to do it. I like having the wings kind of up here over his shoulders. You can bring them straight down horizontal so they kind of sit in the middle of this if you want, but I think just having them up just a little bit like that is a pretty cool looking Megatron. And also not having this like this, I like to fold this up and fold this around, give him all of his super weapons. That's pretty Super Megatron, I think. And he looks cool. And as mentioned, you can also, not just the head plate, there's a little face down here. You can spin the whole thing around and give him kind of a... It looks like it's supposed to be, again, like getting in here to get all this stuff to rotate is a pain in the butt. Because you can't really get a grip on the head. But he's got a kind of movie Megatron faceplate, and again, you can give him either forehead, but a little angry, rampagey face if you want. But all in all, it's a pretty cool Megatron. Definitely, I think, an improvement over the base mold Galvatron. I'm pretty happy with it. I think he looks cool. I do wish he were a little bit more... I wish his stature matched Star Convoy all combined together. But all in all, pretty cool Megatron. There is Super Megatron from Generation Selects.